This is my last slide. Now, having given my perspective, I would like to say what more we can do. What more we can do to strengthen our position in the in the region. As I told you, we are already there. We are already doing much, but somehow our strategy is not working. China is keep expanding more and more, more and more. So, obviously it means we need to do more. First thing is first is at our policy level. We need to strengthen, take more firm actions against China. So far, we are taking the position that we are neither a party and we are not taking sides to any one dispute. No, this is a very adverse position. So we have to start taking sides with regional countries. So far, we are not. We are neutral. Strategically, policy level, we are neutral. But this kind of neutral position is not neutral position is helping actually China. So once you say we are neutral, China is emboldened. So we have to we should start supporting these countries more strongly than we do now. And so far, and we should also adopt. So far, there's no collective strategy, no collective security strategy. So we just go there, do our military exercises, and do our yearly meetings. But there's no collective strategy, no planning. So, but if we have, time has come, then we should develop a collective security concept in the region. And but so far we are not working into that direction. We not even started the discussion of collective security of Indo-Pacific region. That is a big problem for us. And so far we are following pacificism and appeasement for China. This pacificism will not work. So I'm going to prepare. I prepared this small slide. I'm recommending 3 or 4 recommendations. I will share with you what we are going to do. So far, our focus is only military exercises. Military exercise is good. It strengthens our navy to navy cooperation between 2 navies. But as a bigger picture, don't help much. What we need is meeting of minds, a meeting of scholars. So policy alignment is not there. So we have to focus on more defense policies so that our country's policy is alignment is there. So far, different countries have different military thinking. So we have to focus on narrow down the differences between the countries. Meeting of minds in the regional countries is very critical so that all countries can make a broader collective security strategy to face China as a whole. But so far, we just go there, do some military exercises. But that military exercise is enough to strengthen the cooperation between 2 navies. But at the policy level, it don't help much. So military exercise is good, but not enough to face China. Number 2 is that other countries in the region are very small country like Vietnam. They are very poor. They cannot build their army on their own. They don't have technology. They don't have financial resources. So whatever, I know we don't have much, but still, whatever we have, what kind of weapon system we have, we should help the regional country to modernize their weapon armies. So modernization effort of the regional country like Thailand, Vietnam, other countries are trying to modernize their army of the navies. So we should play more. Philippines are trying to buy some weapon system, BrahMos from us. So we should help them more. So we should give them more liberal deals. We should not be poorly economic deals. It should not be based poorly on a profit and loss basis. No. So when we do deals with these countries, we should think strategic picture in mind. It means whatever technology we have, be it in the space technology, be in the missile technology, be in the air force, whatever technology we have, we should give them on a priority basis, not only on purely economic point of view, not only business trade. So we should do more, play a more active role in the modernization of the regional forces. So far, our role is very limited. Third, which I'm our apart from exercises, our cooperation with the military is very low. So training, exercises, personal exchanges, education should be strengthened more and more. More and more things should happen. Apart from exercises, other area of cooperation is very, very less. So I think this will not work. If we really want to stop Chinese expansion and enable this country to face China, we have to give them more know-how, give them more experience to face China. And another point which I want to say, China is following a multi-dimensional strategy. China is building a new embassies. So in Korea, they have building a new embassy where 1,000 people can work. So China is building a new, stronger diplomatic infrastructure. But unfortunately, our infrastructure in the region is very, very weak. And it's all small. We have built our embassies long time back, still working. We're not trying to develop given the threat we face from China, we are not without a diplomatic structure, without our powerful new infrastructure, we cannot face China. So I strongly recommend that pay more attention to building our new diplomatic infrastructure in the region. And not only that, we should have a more motivated officer in the region. So far, I live in Korea. In Korea, situation is very bad. Our diplomatic mission is not able to do much. Our relationship with Korea is getting from bad to worse. So it's happening because our staff are not motivated enough. They don't understand the complexity of the situation. So they just not they're not sure what they are supposed to do here. So even though people like me are trying to engage them, but unfortunately they are not able to understand because their level of understanding is so low. We have spent a lifetime to understand the region, but diplomats are just coming from one day. They just let in the office and then they don't understand what is happening. So we have people like me have to spend a lot of time just to convince them that something needs to be done. But this is not good. But on the other side, Chinese are spending a huge amount of money to bring very economic resources to the region. So in Korea, their embassy, when embassy become fully functional, they say after almost 1,000 people can work there. So just imagine how can we strengthen our presence in the region if our diplomacies, our embassies are not fully functional and being not staffed by fully educated, fully informed, fully motivated officers. Now, many people in Korea tells me that it is very, very difficult for them to communicate with our staff, with our diplomatic staff. So their frustration level is very high. So they often complain that we want to improve Korea's relationship with India, but I don't know what to do because it's so difficult to communicate with our diplomatic staff. So how can we think about building our powerful alliance with Korea if it's so difficult even to have a communication with our officials? So until we must learn from China here. China is building a stronger new diplomatic infrastructure in the region. We should do the same. We should do that. So when we go to embassy, the more important thing is worry in my mind is where I will park my car because the embassy is so small and there's no there's no infrastructure, proper infrastructure there. So we have Koreans feel the same way that given the importance, given the trade, given the security interest, they should be they should be able to communicate with our staff more easily, more frequently, and more in broader terms. So until India not pay attention to what China is doing, we will not be successful. We have to build a very stronger diplomatic infrastructure in the region, and we have to deploy some of our best officers in the region. So far, sometimes Korea is ignored. Korea is not given proper attention. Sometimes very low-level officers with low aptitude and very low understanding of the region are sent to Korea, and they just come here, spend 3-4 years, and waste their times and go away. And nothing come out of it. They sign a lot of MOUs which are not fully thought out. So reality is that our relationship is still stuck there. So time has come when we started deploying better and fully trained diplomatic resources in the region. And I think most important is that to counter China's economic strategy, that we should encourage Indian companies to invest more and more in South China Sea. Our investment in the region is no match to Chinese investment in the region. Chinese are investing hugely. Chinese are building bridges, railway lines, traffic. They have a huge economic presence in the region. But we are nowhere. Our companies are nowhere. No, nothing. We have so until we are not economically active, we not help these countries. They will never ever support us diplomatically, politically. So we have to give a special concession to Indian companies who want to invest in Thailand, who want to invest in Vietnam, who want to invest in Japan, and want to invest in Korea. So far, we are just following poorly economic. No. Again, I want to make a point. We have to encourage. We have to give special concession to Indian companies who want to invest in the region. Until we don't support this company legally, the company will not be able to support. So we should give them more loans, more favorable loans, more tax breaks. If they bring something from this country, we should give them more tax breaks. So we should create a new package for Indian companies who invest in this company, because strategic interest of the region should be combined with economic interest. So far, China has followed that strategy. China has given a lot of concession to its companies who are investing in the region. So we have to do that. So Chinese can build a big lines, big bridges in a matter of days. But for us, it takes years to build one railway line. Everybody knows what happened, So it takes years to build one road. from Thailand to India. We didn't know how much time it took. So, but I'm trying to say that the time has come when we should try to give more and more concessions and more incentives to Indian company to invest in this region, so that we can play more active role. We can integrate with the region. Third, more important point which I want to say, that now we are just too much focus on naval exercises or ASEAN, but we should become more active internationally to build a new institutions, to build conflict resolution in the region. So far our role to build a new institution is very, very low. Where we just our foreign minister go there, give a lecture there. So we are not actually doing anything to construct new institutions. But we, as a country of peace or country of Gandhi, we have a legitimate interest, legitimate background, that we are a country of peace. We are a country of Gandhiji. We are supposed to lead in peace building everywhere in the world. So we have historical backgrounds. But we were credentials, peace credentials. But so far, we have refused to use our peace credentials in the region. So we are not playing more active role in peace building in the region. So our role in the peace building in the region is very, very low. In Korea, we are nowhere. Even though I have told our diplomats many, many times, sir, we need to be more active. But they don't care, because they work for salary. They just but basic thing and go away, go home. That's all. But it's time we started playing our credentials. We are proud people. We have a long history of peace, and we have very strong spiritual scripture. In many countries in the region like our scripture, like our spiritual, but so far we are not able to use our spiritual background, our peace credentials, our spiritual credentials. We have to use kind of power, our intellectual power, to build stronger relationship with the country. That will help us to build a stronger, powerful, build alliances. So our base is very stronger. So far we are not able to use our historical ties, our past connection with the region. So far, we just play simple economic role. But time has come when we should revive our historical ties with the regional countries, with Thailand, with Vietnam, with Malaysia. We have a stronger ties with this region. But so far, we have failed. So time has come when we should popularize. Many people in India don't even know what kind of connections we have. So we have to popularize our ties, our historical history with these people. So far, very few people know where is South China Sea. So we are encouraging that more and more students come from this region, live in India, so that our Indian students, when they interact with them, they'll know, where is Vietnam, where is South China Sea, where this. So our connection with the people-to-people connection has to be strengthened. So far, our connection is very low. Many people don't even know where is South China Sea. So I'm proposing that we should send more Indian tourists to South China Sea, so they know how beautiful this region is. But very few Indian couples go to honeymoon in South China Sea Islands. But South Island China Sea is very, very beautiful. Many people from this region go to this region, island, for honeymoon, for a summer break, for vacations. But Indians never go there. Why? Because we don't have no knowledge how beautiful these islands are. So I'm proposing that Indian government should give more travel concession, more flight concession to Indian tourists who want to go to this region. So until we don't encourage Indian people's awareness about this region, it will be very difficult for Indian government to get Indian people's support if there's a conflict. Suppose there's a war and Indian Navy has to deploy and there's a casualty. How we will be able to justify to Indian public and why we have to send our boys to this part so far? Because they don't know. So it's better we prepare Indian public for future eventuality. So far we're not doing that, but I have very strategic thinking in my mind that time has come that we should start introducing this region to Indian public, so that if the time comes, if we have to go to fight, go to war, and we have to make sacrifices, that we can explain to Indian mothers, to our sisters, why their men have to go there and fight. So far, they don't. It's very, very difficult to explain why we have to fight about that sea. So that is why I'm saying, encouraging that we should start teaching what South China Sea, what is the region, and why this region is important. But so far, our education level never teaches anything about South China Sea. But South China Sea is a future area where we must take a stand. Until we don't do that, there's no possibility that we're able to survive China's expansion in the region. Once again, thank you very much for your kind and listening to my lecture. I hope it improves your understanding. Thank you very much. Now I will open my speech to any question, if any. Thank you.